I promise. I'm trying to do this house tour. These gutter guys keep coming out of the woodwork. No pun intended. Been outside trying to get the vlog started for the full tour of our house. And 2 doors down, a gutter company came and was outside doing all their really loud work. And there was a pause and a break in between, so I quickly went out there to try to start. And no joke, another gutter company drives up and actually comes to our house, which I guess our landlord set up for a quote for cleaning out our gutters. And then we went out there to try to just get a picture in front of the house together. And the sun was just as bright as I've ever seen, and there was just no angle where we literally could not even open our eyes with the being able to see the house in the background. So it's been an interesting morning so far. I really want to show you guys this house. I'm sitting in it right now, as you can see, but not the first view I want to show you guys. But I'm gonna keep trying, and hopefully these gutters guys will finish quickly.
We're at the zoo and it's snowing!
Good morning, everyone. Are you guys ready to go inside? I have a feeling a lot of you are, because I'm sure you were ready in our last vlog, but we didn't go inside because there was just a crazy mess everywhere, boxes all over the place, and actually our landlords were still present, kind of tidying up some things, so it would have been a pretty bad house tour. So we're going to do a full house tour right now. Oh, we are here. So this is our home. It's, I guess you would call this a split level. But let's start upstairs. There's Jocelyn and Mommy, aka Jen.
Hello everyone. Say hi.
Jocelyn, we're gonna show everyone our house.
Do you want to help Daddy show them the house? No?
So it's not quite all in place yet, but we still just couldn't wait any longer and wanted to show you guys. Like I mentioned earlier, there were a lot of boxes our last vlog all over the place, and our landlords were still tidying up some things, so it wouldn't have been the best house tour. So we're going to show you everything now. As you can see, we are in the kitchen. Pretty small kitchen.
The heart of home.
Yeah, heart of a home, but hey, it's big enough. We love it. We don't really need a lot of space in here. We'd much rather have a lot of space in the living room, which our living room just has a ton of space. So here's our little dining eat-in area. Would love this table that we got. It's kind of like that farmhouse, kind of raw wood look, with a little bench on one side. There's our kitchen, and here is our living room in those beautiful windows. I should probably walk over here so you're not like blinded by the sun through the windows, but yes, that is an LG OLED. It's a 55-inch TV. Some people were asking about what TV I got when I went to Best Buy, and it is a 4K TV. And I got a little LG soundbar down there too, and it sounds really good, especially for this size room. But this is our living room. Here's the furniture we got at Ashley Furniture. I love this seat. I totally could just fall asleep and nap in it all day long. And here is this couch. It reclines as well on either end, which I love reclining couches. I can't really do short couches or anything. I'm so much in favor of comfort over style. And then it came with this little coffee table and these two kind of end tables here and here. But love this kind of setup. So there's still some boxes around, as you can see. We're trying to get everything in order. But it looks a whole lot better than it did the other day. Let's go back out to the deck. I know most of you might have seen that. Hey, Cassie. Oh, here is beautiful, huge, one of those Trek decks. This is going to be really great for entertaining and grilling, and I can't wait to get my grill. I need to get another charcoal grill at least, But this is a backyard, pretty big yard. Not very flat, but that's okay. Less yard work to do. I guess whoever was here before kind of had some vegetables or fruits or like just little growing beds back there. We'll have to look into that and see if we can might want to plant something. Jen's more the gardener than me, but I don't want to go down there. I have my like inside slippers on and it's kind of muddy, but here's our backyard. Some nice some storage area under that deck, but pretty decent size. Got a shed back there for tools and lawnmowers and weed eaters and those type of things. Don't have a lawnmower or weed eater anymore. We sold it when we moved, but I'll have to get one of those. But still pretty good sized backyard. I don't know if they had like a fire pit back there or something. It kind of looks like it, except it's under the trees, and I wouldn't necessarily do that. But I don't know if our landlord would even like that. Probably not. But this is our backyard. Let's go back inside. You guys have seen most of this already. It's a lot of natural light. Let's go back to this window. Hopefully the sun won't blind you. I don't know if you guys were able to see the view and some of the pictures I posted, but look at that view. That's hard to beat, looking out your living room window. Just beautiful mountains. And when we first got here, there was a lot more snow kind of down in here when we first looked at the home, not when we were moved in. But this is a little cul-de-sac. We're kind of right on the center of the cul-de-sac, so we love that. And that's not a little playhouse. That is just covering up like an electrical box. They kind of made it look kind of like the house, so that view is just to die for. Sitting in this lazy boy type chair over here, looking at that view, it's hard to beat. Let's make our way this way. 2 bedrooms are up here. This is a full bath, so this is technically considered the master bath. It's got like a little accessway door. This is our room. Not a lot in here yet. Obviously a bed, and my friend gave us these 2 little end tables, but we don't even have a dresser or anything yet. We're actually just kind of hanging most of our things in the closet, and here's a view looking to the backyard. So this is our room, and across from ours, which we share a bathroom with, is Jocelyn's room. She totally picked out Paw Patrol. She loves Paw Patrol. Kind of is her bed set. Cute little room. And actually Cassie sleeps in here too. We're letting Cassie, normally Cassie just kind of slept around the house, but Jocelyn really asked if Cassie could sleep with her, and it seems to be working well. So there's the view from the front. I'm kind of glad that we're up on the top level, just for safety reasons, and you know, especially for Jocelyn being having a window looking at the front, that it's not down at the bottom level where people can get in her window. So let's go down here. It stays so cool down here, temperature wise. Got tile down here. This is kind of where our laundry room is. It used to be in the garage, I believe, but they kind of moved it in here. And this is just a 2-bedroom home, which honestly right now is plenty for us. So we got a full bath, and it's about as simple as it gets. Tiled bathroom, and this little storage closet here, which we are very grateful for. If you noticed upstairs, there's not really a pantry in the kitchen, just cabinets. So we're able to store kind of bulk things that we might get at Costco. And it's nice that these shelves are in here. And back there, I'm sure Jocelyn's gonna have like fun back there, but that's where kind of the main water line is. So during the winter time, we actually kind of need to keep this door slightly cracked just for the heat to be able to flow through there a little bit, just so pipes don't freeze or anything like that. But this is gonna be our guest room. Another awesome friend gave us this bed in this frame and this little dresser. We didn't have a guest bed. Again, we sold everything, so we were gonna have to get that, but her daughter was coming back to live with her, and she decided, hey, you know what, I don't need this guest bed anymore because my daughter has one. So she gave it to us. So thank you, Debbie. And it's kind of cool, we're really close to the ground here. I think that's why it stays so cool, because, you know, part of the house is kind of built under the ground. which is going to be really nice. You know, Alaskan homes, I don't know if anybody knows, but Alaskan's homes don't have air conditioning, which honestly was news to me maybe 4 years ago or so when I first visited. So I got to flip the screen up so I can actually make sure you guys can see me. But yeah, they don't have AC here, just heat and like a boiler basically for the heat. It doesn't really get hot enough here to need air conditioning. I know on some days, like last year, some of our friends that are here said it got up kind of to the mid 80s. Maybe I think it was 88 one day. And they were just so hot in their house that they had to go outside. It's cooler outside actually than inside their house. Because like our house, a lot of Alaskan homes have a bunch of windows to let the sun shine in, especially when it's like 21 hours of daylight. I'll go back upstairs and kind of point some things out that I noticed. Because there's not a lot of overhead lighting, because I guess they're utilizing the sun. So no AC here, but it stays really cool down here. So if it ever gets to be a really hot day upstairs, it's probably going to still be really cool down here, because it's a good maybe 7-8 degrees cooler down here. It feels really nice. I like being cool. I mean, hence why I'm in Alaska and I moved from South Carolina, where it's so hot and humid, and I love this weather. But let's move our way into what's technically the den. They call this a den. There's a little nook, so this is still a work in process. Jen plays a piano. That is her piano. It's got weighted keys and everything. I'd love to record her one day playing the piano, and I'm not sure how she'd feel about that, but that's gonna be her little piano nook. And this is her desk. You know, she works remotely, so it's kind of nice to be able to look out of the front of the house and see anybody coming or anything like that, and have some natural sunlight. But that is the den. Technically, I don't know if this gets considered a bedroom. It's got kind of a closet. It doesn't have a door. It has that nook, and it has a window. So I don't know. Is this considered a bedroom? If you look on about this house on Zillow, one of the normal like realty sites, it says 4 bedrooms, but there's really 3 in a den. So I don't know. We could totally use this as a bedroom, like maybe have a futon in here, like an overflow. But it doesn't have a door, so I don't know if bedrooms. I thought bedrooms were a closet and a window, because you can see it doesn't have a door. It's just a big wide frame. I don't know if they took that off. I'm thinking they did, because I know some other homes in the neighborhood that have a nearly identical floor plan do have doors right here. Speaking of doors, it is kind of weird. The stairwell has a door, but as you can see, all these doors open, you know, and take up most of the hallway. So since Jen doesn't have a door on her office, she can close that door, and it gives a little more privacy and quiet if she's on the phone or anything. But the guest door also, which I'm not used to, any of the homes I've ever lived in, it opens out. So you can easily, because if you push this door completely flat, let's see, it kind of starts to slide out a little bit, still moving. So if somebody comes and swings this door open, and it can hit pretty easily. So, oh, see, look, it's moving. There's a ghost. This house is haunted. I like ghosts, as long as they're friendly. But that's interesting that most of the bedrooms or homes I've ever been in, the door is on, you know, it's framed on that side and would swing kind of that way. So just kind of interesting. If we ever bought a house like this, or bought this house, I'd probably change that. So let's close that door. It's not winter time, so I can close that door. Boop. Turn the light off. And last but not least, our garage. Oh. So this is a heated garage. It's got a nice workbench, which I love. Got to kind of set up my tools. But tons of shelving in here, and hooks and racks. And so, like I said, it is heated, which is going to be just amazing in the wintertime. And we can fit 2 cars in here. As many of you probably know, I don't have my Jeep right now. I've got to go down to Wyoming, which I'm going next week to get it. But it should fit right here just fine, especially since there's like a ton of room on this side of Jen's car. We can move it over a little bit. But I love the racks over here too. Excuse all of our corrugated trash. Speaking of corrugated, not to go on too big of a tangent, or rabbit hole that is, but Jen's and my background are actually in packaging, and by packaging, simply put, boxes. So I'm curious to know, without Googling, don't Google it, how many of you know what corrugated is compared to cardboard? Most people call boxes cardboard, but it's actually not. So leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys know the differences without Googling it. And if you don't quite know, take a guess. And I'm interested to see, because hence why I said corrugated box. Most people would say, oh, you're cardboard boxes. You go to Walmart or really anywhere that has those like big bins that say cardboard only, you know, you can't throw trash in there. It says cardboard. So most of the world says cardboard, but I'm interested to know who knows what corrugated is. Back to the garage. I love those little kind of windows. I know it's kind of hard to see with the light, but let's go over here. It's kind of like a frosted window, so you can't really see through it, but it allows a lot of light in here. So when I turn the lights off, there's still a good amount of light in here that you can see, and all the way up to, I was in here at like 10:45 last night, and it brought a lot of light in still. Let's go back out. I'll go back upstairs and show you guys the lighting that I was talking about. So if you see ceiling light in the so-called bedrooms, ceiling light. Hey, Cassie. Whoop. Right, other bedrooms. So Jocelyn's room again, ceiling light. Master, no light. Like, did they just forget about that? That's just kind of like weird. So actually the light switch here, there's no light. One of the outlets over here, you know what? I wonder if it's this one. I tried plugging my phone in the other day and it wouldn't charge. So I wonder if it's that one. But anyway, it's made to be able to plug a lamp in, which is just, I don't know if that was like, this house was probably built in the 70s or something. I don't know if that's like a specialty thing that the master has a lamp. Ooh, that's fancy. But it's weird that all the other bedrooms do. So it does make it a little darker in here, which will be nice in the wintertime. But it's just kind of weird. By instinct, when it's kind of dark in here, I come in and flip this switch on, and the overhead light doesn't come on. So we don't have a lamp yet. We're looking around trying to find one that, find one that is bright enough for this room. It doesn't just, you know, kind of shine in one little corner. So back out here for the lighting. So there's not a lot of lighting in here. You've got that light over the fireplace. No other light in this room. You've got that kind of in the little entryway. One in the hall, the little dining area, and the kitchen. So right now it's not a huge deal. In the winter time, we're gonna really have to fill this room with kind of, you know, lamps all over the place probably. You know, maybe on either side of the couch, just to make it light enough. Jocelyn, you like our new house?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No.
Should we leave? Where do you want to go?
To the park.
To the park? Oh, good one. Yeah.
What's your favorite part of our home?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing?
Do you like your room?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if you don't like anything, maybe we should just take your room back.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Yesterday's vlog, I actually edited the title to not confuse people. I know some of you were, we called it house tour, but we really only showed you guys the outside. So I changed that just to our new home, and today is going to be the full house tour. Again, we really wanted to show you guys yesterday, but it just would have been a terrible tour. I mean, you see everything is kind of around right now. It's still not quite in order. And I am actually very very, very OCD with a lot of things, with especially cleanliness. I get that from my mother. And the smallest thing, if it's not in its right place, designated place, just bothers me. It's kind of, I don't really like that I'm that way, honestly, because it can overwhelm me or give me anxiety for no reason. But I like things in order and clean, and even if it's the kitchen, dishes in the sink. I don't like going to bed if there's anything in the sink. But these boxes were not quite done yet. It does bother me just a little bit, but it looks so much better than it did the other day. And it's just kind of a trivial thing. I shouldn't, you know, let those type of things bother me. But I hope you guys enjoyed our home. And again, please leave a comment down below to let me know if you guys know what corrugated is. Please don't Google it or cheat. But I am interested to know how many people out there do know. But hope you guys had an awesome day, and can't wait for you guys to see more of our home once it's fully all set up, and just the surrounding area here in Eagle River. It's a beautiful area, and we might go to the park later today if the weather does hold up. But hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Got our guy. Please finish your work so I can do this tour. Please, please. I'm trying to do this thing for all morning long. All morning long.